weekly Goblin of the week.
So, this week's weekly Goblin of the week is... Psst, Danny.
Yeah, boss?
Whenever I say is, you do the drum roll. You ruin the video. Like, it's ruined now. If you keep doing this, I literally can't keep you on the team. I'm gonna have to fire you.
But,
No,
boss!
but boss. If you fuck up again, you're done.
Okay, I'm sorry.
God. Some people, man. I mean, fuck. Sorry about that, guys. So, this week's weekly Goblin of the week is going to be Sniffer Goblin. He's an annoying type that has 22 health, does 2 damage per attack, has 2 abilities being and I Smell Pennies, and is an uncommon card. When using, Sniffer Goblin waddles over to an enemy goblin and sniffs the air before making a disgusted face, lowering their self-esteem and reducing their damage output by 1/2 for a turn. I Smell Pennies. This goblin has such a good sense of smell that every round he can find another coin, giving +1 action point tokens at the start of every round. Nobody really knows why Sniffer Goblin's nose won't stop growing. It could be a mutation. Maybe he ate one too many healing crystals. Or maybe it's just getting stronger like muscles do. Surprisingly, at birth, Sniffer Goblin's nose was actually really small, causing his olfactory sense to be worse than most goblins. But now that it takes up the majority of his face, his olfactory capabilities are unparalleled. So the goblin you've been seeing me work on in this video is a new type as well as last week's. It is the troll type, which in this universe, trolls are made from any 2 sapient species interbreeding, which they can, no matter how distantly related they are. And in the case of Sniffer Goblin here, it was unfortunately a goblin and a mammoth, which is just one of the worst possible combinations for attractiveness, in all honesty. And enough with that, let's move on to about the goblin. I don't really want to know how this guy was conceived, but one could assume that the father had to use a ladder to get in there. I don't even think that it would be enjoyable for the mammoth. I mean, it would just be like a hot dog in a hallway. Anyways, he grew up orphaned because his dad fell off of the ladder and broke his neck, and his mom was way too big to raise him. Enough with the backstory. Now, Sniffer Goblin has the strongest sense of smell in his village, which made him into a somewhat respectable abhorrence of nature. On to his abilities. He has 3 passive abilities. One comes with all troll types, and one comes with just the mammoth hybrids. The trait for all troll types is called Ugly. This poor fella happens to be one of the ugliest troll types out there, which makes him very, very sad. Roll a die twice, and at the end of every round, if both rolls are 6, this goblin ends it all. And then for the mammoths, guess what I use this hand for? Don't guess. Please don't guess. It just allows them to hold 3 items. Just don't guess. And the other one for Sniffer Goblin is I Smell Pennies. Since this goblin has such an amazing sense of smell, he can sniff out 1 extra action point token per round.